What is going on, guys? AwesomeNerdShow here, and today we've got more DC Multiverse figures. So we've got another new set of this new version of the DC Multiverse, where we've got the Collect&Connect Lex Luthor set. And in this set, we've got just a couple of figures and then some extras that we'll look at the end. But it's mostly made up of 4 figures. So we've got Vixen, and you can kind of see parts up here, the Lex Luthor suit where he's got like the Superman and stuff. So we'll look at that at the end. Then we've got the Gotham by Gaslight Batman with, again, Lex Luthor's head there. And then the other figures out of the set is we've got the Ray, which is a new character I've never seen or heard of before, but he looks pretty cool and I like his outfit a lot. Then we have the DC Rebirth version. I have Wonder Woman here, of course, comes with all sorts of accessories and stuff for her. And our last figures here, these are both Walmart exclusive, so we've had these longer than any of the other figures because we just got those in from pre-ordering them. But we got these Walmart a while ago. We were able to find them pretty easily. But we've got the Spoiler, which is Stephanie Brown, which turned out to be one of the Batgirls back in the old versions of the comics, but she's now known as the Spoiler. And she comes with an extra head here of Lex Luthor that kind of looks more like Darkseid, which is part of the whole storyline. And then we also have a Harley Quinn here. I assume this is the Rebirth. It just says Detective Comics Harley Quinn, so I don't know exactly what she's gonna be from exactly, but her special thing is she comes with a mother box, which you can see right there, that go with the Lex Luthor and everything. But again, these you don't have to complete the Lex Luthor, they're just extra parts you can have to switch out and everything. So let's go ahead and get into each of these figures. We'll do our classic review of look at each of the figures and stuff, their accessories, and then at the very end we will build Lex Luthor, the Collect&Connect and everything, so it'll be cool. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first figure we have up here is the DC Rebirth version of Vixen. So Vixen is a character I've heard of and seen just very little of, but don't know much about her at all. But we'll kind of look at some of the stuff. So let's look at the figure first here. So I really like this figure. It's very plain and simple, but I still think it looks really nice. So we'll take a look up here. So there is a look at her face there. Again, I don't know what to compare her look to or anything, so I don't know what she's really supposed to look like, but I like the look of the face. It looks, relatively like a real person's face. She's got nice big gold earrings there. I like her hair color. So she's got like a brownish color hair, but then it's got like gold painted over the top of it, so you can really add some of the detail. And like the picture it shows on the box, you can see like in her comic version she does have that like gold design in her hair, so I like that they added that in there. It makes it look nice. Then her outfit is just, as you can see, it's just all red and yellow, or black and yellow, and so it kind of reminds me of like Bumblebee, I think is the name of one of the characters that is kind of like a bee character, but so that kind of throws me off too, but they're apparently, 2 different characters. So you can see the design of the yellow. So she's got the yellow down the front of her, and then of course her legs are all yellow, and then she's got the black on the sides, and then the back there is all black as well, and she's got these yellow stripes. I like her bracelets here, where she does have some gold and black bracelets go along there. She has a silver necklace here that kind of reminds me of like Black Panther's necklace that he has, and then she also has these diamonds that kind of look like, are supposed to be like teeth or something. Is kind of what it reminds me of, but I like that look as well on there. Just add more details into like the belt area. And then going down, her legs are just solid yellow, as you can see, until you get down here on where her boots would be. She has these white stripes as well on there. Let's look at the movement. So for the head, of course, you have some twisting side to side, but it's kind of limited because of this collar that comes up on her neck. So it's kind of limited with her earrings and stuff, but she can nod and everything. So for her arms, she can move her arms, all the way up that high, and then it does rotate. It's kind of stiff though. There it goes. Can rotate all the way around as well. She does have a single elbow joint, which I do like. They did added like a bump on here for the actual elbow, so it does like stop right where it has this joint. So there, if you hold like that, it looks relatively close to what an elbow looks like, but it's a single joint, so can bend and then also twist around in the elbow as well. And then she's got her hand, of course, that can flex, and then it spins around as well. So nice movements going on there. She does have a crunch here right under her chest, and so it's a crunch, and you can twist a little side to side and then crunch back and forth. No waist joint though, because they added it up there. Her hip joints though, so she has movement. She can move all the way out. Again, it's just limitations of the surrounding joints, so she can kick her leg up, back a little, and then out to the side. Not too much movement though, but again, it's just because of the design of the opening there. She does have the thigh twist there, a double knee joint, which I can't get the bottom joint to bend, but it is a double knee joint for that. And then she does have foot, so it can flex back and forth, and then it can twist side to side as well, as you see there. So again, with these multiverse figures, so multiverse isn't nearly as popular as Marvel Legends and everything, but again, as I mentioned in the Aquaman video I did months back, I think their figure design, like actual figure designs, are better. I think Marvel does better looks. Like, to me, their designs look a lot better, and their paint jobs, like, these figures have some paint issues, but like the females are so much easier to get to stand up because they don't have super skinny legs, and their joints are thick and heavy, just like similar to the guys, so they stand up and can move real easy. So I don't have any issues with any of these characters, but I think Vixen looks really nice. For accessories, she comes with this, I don't know if it's an eagle or a hawk, I don't know birds very well, but she's got this because it goes with her powers, and you're supposed to be able to like sit it on her arm, and so the feet do have like the grips there so they could sit, but I wasn't able to get it on her arms at all to sit anywhere, especially without falling off. But yeah, it's supposed to just sit on her arm because of her powers and stuff, where she can form these animals with this like glow, I don't know how you call it, but she can form animals and then take on their powers. So like, I assume with like this, she'd be able to fly and stuff, and she can do stuff with like bears and everything. So she just forms these totem powers around her of animals that she's able to use, and so she's got that. So I just want to read from her box just to give you some information. So it says, with the powers of the Tantu totem, Mari, or I don't know exactly how to say her name, anyways, Mary or Mari, and then McCabe or Macabre, again I don't know how to pronounce it, can take on the abilities of any animals as the superhero Vixen. So again, with the bird and stuff, you can kind of see some examples of that for her. And then for our Collect and Connect Lex Luthor, we've got, or Lex Luthor, sorry, not Lex Luger the wrestler, Lex Luthor, we've got the upper chest there of his machine body and stuff there, so we've got that. So that's going to be it for Vixen. Next up, we've got Gotham City Gaslight Batman. So this is Batman, I think it's supposed to be set kind of like in the 1800s or something, where that's whole gaslight stuff. So you don't have, you know, the light, whatever, electrical lights, you have gaslight and stuff. So I think it's just an old-timey version of Batman, and I think this figure looks really cool. So let's bring him forward. So there you can see the face. Looks, you know, relatively similar to Batman, just a face where you can see the human underneath with the mouth and the eyes, and then covered by a black cowl with the ears on it. So the pointing, so of course on this you can see they're really big on this version of Batman, so they are really tall. In the comic pictures though, they look really nice, but on this figure I think they look just kind of silly, but you know, it's just whatever they can do. Going from there, we then go into this his overcoat or cloak, or I don't know exactly what to call it, but I like though with this design how it's got this collar around his neck. So I like how it goes all the way around. Then he's got this piece of leather that hangs down. Again, it's supposed to be like a trench coat type design. And so trench coats usually have that top layer that has this like band of leather around it, and then the rest of the coat down below. And so I like how it has this. And the comics and picture stuff, it looks more frilled like this is, where here on the front it's just kind of smoothed out and everything to go over his shoulders and everything. And then I guess we'll go ahead and move into the cape. So then it transforms into, or transitions into the cape, where you can see it's this fake leather material again, which looks funny and stuff, but I really like it because it moves real easily, and it moves how you feel, I feel a cape should be. It's got the points cut down into it on the end there and stuff, and so I like that design a lot. Underneath, he's just got what looks to be just like normal clothes or something that would be turned into Batman. So he's just got like a gray shirt and pants, and then so they put the Batman logo, so there you can see it, and it looks like it's been stitched in, as you can see all the like stitching around it. So again, they took a Bat logo, stitched it on there and stuff, but otherwise it looks just like a gray shirt. He's got gray or black leather gloves, there you can see that, and then of course his belt, gray pants, and it goes into black leather boots. And I like how he's got like the knee guards up there, and then yeah, just the feeding down there. I do like his belt a lot, so I will look at that. So you can see he's got this thick brown belt. You can see he's got all sorts of pockets and then knives. And the fun thing about this is these are actual knives. They came in this, so not accessories or anything. So that's kind of fun that they aren't accessories that you had to put in, but they're actual knives, so you can actually take them out. And each one of these is a real little knife figure. Of course, they seem real small for his hand, like you wouldn't be able to hold them or anything. Of course, this hand does have a small hole. And then you can also see back in here, again, part of how he holds his suit together. It's got some leather straps with buckles holding it on back there, and then you can see the back joint and everything for him on the back there, but nothing really more special details going into the figure here. Let's look at movement. So we got the head. So again, a limited range of movement because of the collar around its neck, but it does again, does hardly even like nods or anything because of the collar and everything. It does have the ab crunch there, as you can see the giant joint, so it does have the ab crunch right there, so it can do that. For the arm, probably very limited, very limited shoulder movement because of the cloak or cape around him, so very limited there. It does have the bicep twist though, that does function a lot. A single elbow joint there, as you can see the joint, so it does obviously bend back and forth, doesn't twist or anything on that joint, and then the hand can flex and spin around. All that, he does twist at the hip there, right under the belt, so it does have that movement there. Some hip joints, so again, he has much better range of movement than Vixen did, so he can go far forward, a little bit farther back, and then out to the side, almost straight out. Kind of cool. So then it does have the thigh twist there, as you can see the joint. The double knee, again, it's very similar to Vixen, but covered up by the boot here, and then the foot can flex and then twist side to side. So he's pretty good. Again, very good movement, except for the shoulder, limited by the cloak and everything. But I really like this look. I think it looks really nice and cool. For accessories, he does come with some hands. So if you want like open hands, grabbing hands, something like that, instead of the fisted version to hold stuff, you can switch them out for those. We'll read from the box. It says, "The Dark Knight follows the crime trail of Jack the Ripper in the gritty Victorian era." So there, it's like set in Victorian era, whatever time period that is. And then we've got our Lex Luthor parts. So here is the head, of course, the classic bald head of Lex Luthor. There, it looks pretty similar to it does in comics. And then also the cape for the figure as well to go into the back of it. Then we got that as well. So that's going to be it for Gotham City Gaslight Batman. Next up is the DC Rebirth version of the Ray, and again, as I mentioned earlier, this is a character I've never heard of or seen before, so I don't know much about him at all. I just know from some of his powers that he can harness like sunlight and light in general and stuff and be able to form. It's kind of like Green Lantern, where he can like form, Green Lantern can do like the power with the ring to form different like shapes and stuff with the green. He does it both like sunlight and stuff, so that looks pretty cool, and I like the look of this figure a lot, so I would like to know more about him. But here we've got the Ray, and again, this figure, like I mentioned, looks really cool. I like his color scheme of the white and the gold. I really like that look together. Of course, I'm a huge fan of the White Ranger from Power Rangers, which his color scheme is white and gold, so it just fits in perfectly with that, and I really like this look. We'll start with his head. So his head does look familiar. It kind of reminds me of Dr. Fate, I want to say, is who I thought of like immediately, just because of the gold helmet, and then it just has this frill here up at the top of this like band or fin or something, just whatever on top of his head. But you can see from his head he's got the white eyes, and then you can see part of his face there, and then he goes into his all white costume down below. So you can see the white where it does have this shape on it. Again, I don't know what the shape's supposed to be or anything, but it's a gold band there across his chest, and then he's white all the way down. But I do like the gold bands here on his legs. He's got the gold around his knee and then around the calf there as well, down into the boots. So I just like the outlining of the gold. It makes it look really nice. Then of course he's got a jacket on. You know, everybody's cooler with a leather jacket on. So he's got a black and gold leather jacket. You can see the gold up on the top here around the rim of the collar. It's got the buckles on it, and then around the wrist and the bottom of the jacket as well. So it's just an all black leather jacket beyond the gold that you can see, so nothing too special. There are little details there on the side that you can see there, but I like the like I said, the gold collar and stuff, the gold on the collar and the shoulder pads there. Then I like these buckles here on the front that can, obviously they look, so they go across and buckle up over to this side, but obviously the way they form, you can't like push it together or anything for him to actually wear it. But I think it just looks so nice. This figure looks really cool. For movement, so he's got head movement, so he can twist side to side much better than any of the other figures so far, just because of the limited movement. He's got the collar, but it's more open, so it can move a lot better. He does have the ab crunch there, as you can see, and again, I like how they attach to the arm, so his shoulder joint, he can move, so it can twist around, flex up and everything. He does have a bicep twist, but his arm's really short, I guess just because of the jacket and stuff, and they didn't want to mess up this design. They put it right below that. So then he's got the elbow joint there, as you can see, the single elbow joint, and then of course the hand, all the same movements, twisting at the waist, or he should, but it's real stuck. Like there it goes. Say it feels like it's glued or something there. You can twist at the waist. Leg movements, again, a lot like Batman. He can go straight out to the side even more, and then up. Not too much back, but he does have a lot of good range of movement. Thigh twist, double knee joint, foot, all the same joints and stuff on the feet. The one bad thing, so usually with white figures that have white on it usually looks really bad. He doesn't look the best, but he doesn't look bad either. Like here on his waist part here, it's kind of an off-white. It's more like a yellowish white, but the rest, it's not like too noticeable though. Like I can notice it looking at the figure real close, but like, you know, from far away and stuff, you don't really notice it. And then he's got a little bit of like dirtiness on his shoes and stuff. That's you know, the biggest issue with white is this, it just gets dirty and looks dirty easily. But that I think is it for the figure. Again, a really nice looking figure. I really like this a lot. Again, his whole look and everything. For accessories, of course, he comes with hands. Every figure comes with additional hands. So he's got gripping hands, so obviously he can, you can give him something to hold, I guess, instead of the fist hands that he's already got. And then he does have an alternative head where he's actually like smiling, where the other one has like a kind of a grin or something on it. This one is actually smiling, where you can see his teeth. From the box says, Ray Terrell steps into the light and shines bright as a member of Batman's new JLA, so Justice League of America. So again, he's a new figure that's been probably more recently introduced within like last year or so to the Justice League and everything. And then of course we got our Lex Luthor parts where he's got both of his arms there for the Lex Luthor figure. So that looks really nice. And so that's going to be it for the DC Rebirth of the Ray. Next up is the DC Rebirth Wonder Woman. So again, this is the more recent version of Wonder Woman from the comics, but her outfit a lot looks like the Wonder Woman from the DC movies and stuff. So they must have been influenced by that to make it into this new version of Wonder Woman in the comics. So they look more alike and everything, and I think it looks really nice anyways. So we'll take a look at the face here. So this figure to me doesn't look the best, but usually Wonder Woman is kind of lacking and a little bit weird. I don't think they do the best job on her, but the outfit looks nice, but other stuff isn't so much. So we'll look at the face here. So there's the face again, based off the comic version, so it doesn't look like any actors or anything like that, but it looks pretty good. Like Wonder Woman has the tiara with a star on it and everything. Then you can see her long black hair, and again, I like that they added the blue on top of it, because that's how she looks in the comic. When in the comics and stuff, they had the blue for the highlighting and stuff like that, and so I like that they add this onto the figure as well. It looks kind of weird, but I like that they do it anyways. Then going down, as you can see, we do have, it's kind of hard to see, some paint there on her chest, some like blue paint, so probably from the hair or something is on there, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to clean that off or something, hopefully. But yeah, that doesn't look the best. And then going down to her outfit again, it looks similar to how she does in the movies. So she got the red top with, again, all like these bands and stuff here, the gold Wonder Woman logo with the eagle, a gold band, silver gauntlets there on her arms, of course, that are bulletproof and stuff. She can deflect bullets and everything. Wonder Woman logo belt there with some blue leather that flaps and stuff. I guess I don't know what you'd call them. And I like the gold trim around on the outside of them. Then she's got the gold boots with red. Again, gold knee pads there that I like, and then the red boots as well. And again, they are not high heel boots, they're just simple flat boots, which is what I like, because I don't think every female figure needs to have high heels like in the Marvel versions. I like that they're just normal, just flat shoes, and that's what they should be. So we'll look at movement here for Wonder Woman. So again, her head, of course her hair limits some of it, but she can't really nod, but she can twist side to side. Of course has open shoulder movement, so she can move everywhere you possibly can with the figure. No bicep twist though, but she does have the single elbow joint, again with that elbow design they put on there. So again, it looks, you know, pretty close to an elbow and stuff, so I like that new design. Then of course her wrist can twist around and bend and everything. All sorts of fun stuff. The crunch at the chest, but she doesn't really move that much. Like she can move a little, but very little twisting and everything on the side. No waist twist or anything. Her legs can move, again very limited because of her skirting. Thigh twist. I was going to say single knee joint, but it is a double knee. They just split it right at the guard there on her knee, so it's the top and the bottom. So that's pretty interesting that they did that. Then we've got, of course, the foot can flex and all that fun stuff there. So we'll go to accessories because that fits in with the next part. So for accessories, she comes with a fist hand. So if you want to switch out her left hand or right hand into a fist instead of a gripping, you can do that. She comes with the sword. So again, the sword there, it looks like Sting from Lord of the Rings, but yeah, a ring there with the little circle on it, so you can, if you want, I guess maybe hang that on her belt. It looks kind of weird though, but the main point of that hook on there is for the lasso, of course, the lasso of truth, the gold. So you can take it, and if you want to move her arm, you can then hang it off of her waist there. Or if you want to actually have it in action, you can, hold it, put this in one hand, this side in the other, where she'd actually be like she's, lassoing, get ready to throw it at somebody. You can put those in her hands again, like she's going to be actually throwing it at somebody. And so I like how they came with both versions, so you can have more, I guess, playability with it and everything. Reader Box says the Amazon princess seeks to discover the secrets of her true origin, who deceived her, and why. So there, I guess something's going on with that. There on the box. And then, of course, our Lex Luthor. We've got both legs of him now. So again, building up all of his body. And I think this is it now. We have all of his pieces, but of course we still have the other figures with additional parts. But there's his legs, and that's going to be it for the DC Rebirth Wonder Woman. Next up is Spoiler. So this is a character I don't know a whole lot about, but I do, I was reading the comics when she got introduced as the Spoiler. So I do know that much, like who the character is and stuff. And she is Stephanie Brown. As I mentioned earlier, she did, in the old past version of the comic, she was a version of Batgirl. But when they introduced her in, like, with the new 52 storyline and through the Rebirth and everything, she is now turned into the Spoiler, since there's already a Batgirl and everything. So we've got the Spoiler here, and again, I love this costume with the black and the purple. It reminds me a lot of Huntress, but it looks really nice. So we'll start off with the head. So she's got a cloaked head here, or hooded head, with the purple and everything. Again, I like purple. It's one of my favorite colors, so I like it, the look of this together. Then you can see her face there, where she does have a mouth cover, or face covering to cover up the nose and everything. Then you can see her blonde hair hanging out through the hood there and stuff. So again, the kind of more reveal of who it is and stuff. And again, the hood and cloak go all the way down. You can see around her neck, and then it goes all the way down the back. So you just got a piece of leather, plastic, not leather, so for the cloak, but it still works and functions, and it doesn't touch the ground, so it doesn't hinder it from standing and stuff. You can see she's got purple on her shoulders, and then it goes black, and then purple gauntlets there. She's got a purple strap here to help hold on her belt, and you can see the purple on the insides there on her, I guess her sides, I don't know what that's called, but then you got the black on the front, just the solid black. Then you can see black down with the purple stripes on the side going into the leg bands there, and then purple boots, similar to the gauntlets and everything. So again, I like the look of this figure with the purple and black mixture. It looks nice. For the head, we do have movement, so she can move very much because of they separated the hood and everything. No nodding though, but it can move side to side. Shoulders move, of course, really far. It's got the bicep there, the single elbow hand movements. Does have crunch right above her, or right under her chest, but again, because of the cloaking and then this strap and stuff, she can't move too much, but she does. And then a little bit of twist there. She does move under the belt, so again, with the belt, they do cover it with figures and stuff, so it can twist side to side there as well, waist twist. Then she's got her thigh or hip joints here and stuff, and so it can move forward and out to the side like that. So it's a different designed joint than the other figures. It's hard to see, of course, though, with the black. But again, you can't move hardly any at all backwards, but it does have the out to the side and to the front. So I do like the look of this. Again, it looks more natural for figures, the way this is cut. So it looks really nice, and I really like that. It does have a thigh twist. So again, these figures, these are the Walmart exclusive ones, and so they are designed different, which is interesting. So it does have the thigh twist there, a little lower down than the single knee joint, where most have had the double. So that's interesting. Then, of course, the normal foot movements and everything. So again, an interesting figure. It fits in with the set and stuff. Like I said, it goes with the set because it comes with some we'll see in a minute for the Lex Luthor and everything. But again, different design and stuff, so it's kind of interesting. So for accessories, she does come with these stick. I was going to say nunchucks, but since it's got the stick in the middle and stuff, I don't know what these are called, but obviously it's a stick you can fight with, and it works similar to nunchucks and stuff. And then from her box says, recruited by Batwoman into boot camp, the Violet Vindicator joins forces with the top heroes in Gotham City. So there's some information on her. And then for the Lex Luthor, we got the head that is like Lex Luthor, but it looks more like Darkseid. So it's got the Darkseid design with the chin strap and everything that we can switch out and stuff. And so that's again a part of the story where Lex Luthor is wearing the Superman style suit and stuff, and when he farts Darkseid and stuff. So we got that as well. And so that's going to be it for Spoiler. And our last figure for this set is the Harley Quinn. Again, the more recent version of her, probably from the DC Rebirth, the version of Harley Quinn. So again, I like some of the stuff with this figure and some not. Again, they always have to have Harley Quinn because for girls stuff, she's like the Superman or Batman or whatever. She's like the most popular character. And so we've got the Harley Quinn. So look at her face here. So we start with her head. So she's got her long blonde hair pulled up into 2 pigtails, each that's dipped into pink and blue on this side. So again, looks a lot like Alexa Bliss, the wrestler, who of course does dress as Harley Quinn a lot. But just the look of this figure itself looks like it was based off her and not Harley Quinn from the comics. But anyways, then going down, she does have this, of course, her classic colors of the red and black. So she's got the red and black jacket there with diamonds on it, because she does have kind of like the cards theme, like deck of cards, but this looks a little bit different. So then underneath the jacket, she does have, I believe, like a corset, and you can see on her chest she does have a diamond and a star on one side. Then going down, she's got a belt. She does reveal a lot of skin because that's again how Harley Quinn is, but then she's got a silver belt here with a gold star on it, and then it's just silver all the way around. And then she's got her red and black pants that are split down the middle and stuff with the colors, no designs on them. Then again, red and black split of socks there, so she's got a single diamond on this leg, a two diamond single star there. So she's just all different sorts of shapes, but she's got knee-high socks on there again in those colors. Then she's got 2 color of like Chuck Taylors, a black and a red one. The black one paint-wise doesn't look nearly as good as the red one, but I guess it's just how black is and stuff. It's too hard to cover up and everything, so design-wise it doesn't look as good. And again, as I mentioned, you can see just a lot of skin on her. Movement-wise, I forgot her neck color as well with the heart on it. And she does, I forgot her face too. She got lipstick on it, and then above her eyes, she has a bunch of eyeliner and stuff. And then she has blue on one side, red or pink on the other side, the opposite of her hair. So head movement, she can move around, it's just pretty limited by her hair. It keeps getting caught on stuff, but the color of the jacket doesn't really matter. She does have crunch right under her chest. Shoulder movements can move, as much as it pretty much can, as a normal figure does. No bicep twist, but does have the single arm or elbow joint hand movement. No twist at the waist on this one, but it does twist there at the crunch. The hip can move out. Again, it's designed more like the other figures, not as much like the spoiler, but the leg can move out, not back, and then a little bit forward. Twist at the thigh. Double knee joint there, and then of course it moves right a little bit below the top of the shoe there. And so again, it can allow for a lot of movement and pretty easy to get to stand up. So she comes with a lot of accessories, as Harley and Jokers tend to do in the figure. So first up, we've got her mallet. So you can see it says POW on it. It's got the, of course, double hearts, black and red as normal with her colors and stuff. So she's got the mallet. She does have a gun with the bang, which you can take out, so you can give her just the gun, and then if you wanted to do the whole bang thing, you just stick the bang into it. So it's got the bang flag. And then she has these 2 things that I have no clue what they are. I thought in a picture I saw they go on her legs, but I can't really get them to, like, they were just supposed to sit down here on her legs like this, but then they're loose and fall off and stuff. So I don't know exactly how these are supposed to go on her. And again, there's no pictures or anything, so I don't know what they're really for or where they go. And none of the box art shows it, so I don't know exactly what you're supposed to do with that. But from her box, it says the unpredictable Harley Quinn is free from Mr. J's mind games and finally calling her own shots. So there's, of course, some stuff on Harley. And then for the Lex Luthor, she comes with the mother box, which of course we saw mother boxes in the Justice League movie. So if you saw that, that's what the boxes were. But this is a version, again, probably dealing with the storyline that the Lex Luthor is from and stuff. But yeah, a little tiny mother box there for that. And that's going to be it for this last figure of Harley Quinn. But now we've got all the pieces to build the Lex Luthor, so I'll go ahead and get it together and I'll bring it back to take a look at that to end off the video. So I got it all put together, and this is a really nice looking figure. I like the look of this. Again, this is from a storyline, a part of the comics, but I don't know really anything about it. Just that Lex Luthor took over a spot for Superman, modified his exosuit into looking like Superman, so it's got the S and it's in the Superman colors of red and blue and everything. And then he was on the Justice League and stuff, and then there was the thing with Darkseid, which leads to the head that will we already saw. But this looks really nice. So there again is the Lex Luthor head. Again, looks just like Lex Luthor does from the comics and stuff a lot. His nice bald head there. So it looks really nice. Then we've got his exosuit again modified and repainted into Superman version. So I like mostly blue, and then it does have the red details on it. So like on the hands here, part of the like I guess, I don't know what you call this, the underwear part, but I don't know what you'd call it on here, and then on the feet and stuff, but then the rest again is all blue. I like the like light type designs here on the legs, and right there it's got the white there. Really nice. Again, the Superman logo with the gold on the around it in the red, so it makes it stand out and pop. And then, of course, as the like color up, it's got these shoulder pads that move and kind of get in the way of movement. Then it has the cape again that you just slide in. It doesn't stick very well, but still looks pretty nice. It adds more red to it, so with the blue and stuff, it looks super nice. Moon-wise, again, because of the shoulders, his arms can't move too high because of these shoulder pad covering things, but are there. He's got a bicep twist. He does have a single elbow joint there. Hand should move. Yeah, it moves just very little, just because of the big roboticness of this. He does have the crunch, which I haven't. There it goes, crunched there. Twist at the waist, which again is stuck. At least it looks like it's got a twist. I don't want to break the figure, but it looks like it's got the twist there, so that's probably going along. There goes his cape again as well. Stay on the cape. So he's got the hip joints there, so again, the leg can have pretty good range of movement with this figure. It's pretty nice. Thigh twist there, double knee joint. Again, can't really show it, but it is to have a double knee, and then of course the foot can flex back and forth and twist side to side pretty easily. It's pretty loose joint there on the foot, but again, I just like the look of this figure. I like the colors. It pops really nice, and again, I like the big look of it with the from his exosuit and stuff. Of course, it's a bigger thing, and then again, like I said, the color pop and just look of it just looks really nice. And of course, it does have the other head again, the dark side looking head, and the mother box to go along with this figure as well. And that's going to be it for this DC Multiverse set of the Collect and Connect Lex Luthor, where we got a bunch of new DC Rebirth figures and everything, including this Lex and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video, and of course subscribe to see more action figure videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.